A strong draft then from Execration.
And having the easy roaming combination of the SD lets them set up right, like, for exactly this. Disruption in, they go for the crush, and then into the arrow with the extra stun. They'll even get a little hit down to Gabby. But it is WG that spills the first blood. But those 3 points up in cold arrows already, it does the work. But bottom lane, a great initiation with the stun. You got the Barrowshot to create a little bit of space in Shallow Grave, maybe also some time, but time is not really on their side. The kill still happens up on the top where the SD rotated in, but Nana going underneath the tower. The SK with the Burrow Strike, Nana's in too deep, leaps away. The tower attack's still going to follow him up. With the bottle charges, he's getting a little bit more life back. They want to still stay fighting underneath that sentry.
Dragon form is almost down. They're going to have to press this pretty aggressively if they want this tower. Cliff is down, so
they're in range for a two-hit Ravage. DJ lets it rip, able to hit the Nyx Assassin plus the SD Burrow Strike, making sure SD can't go anywhere, or maybe he can with the Purge and the Cold Arrows. He gets Disruption off. Nova's on the run out of here. DJ dropping down low. Archer changes his target to kill off the Dazzle with the Starfall from Nana. They have enough damage, so the DK will fall as well. They lose almost the whole kit in Caboodle, but none. You have Nando on the bottom lane. Well, it's not going to last so much longer if... well, there's the break. They get close enough to the SD. Now Moonlight Shadow triggers for WG. They realize what's up. A quick sentry ward. Arjit walking in range. He's going to get cushed up, but he's already over the tight. If he can keep that actually silence on DJ, DJ will get the Ravage off. It's quite decent. Gabby doing the work with the Breathe Fire in the epicenter. The damage is huge. Turn on the Eclipse as well. A 2-for-1 trade-off. Arjit still keeping that distance thanks to X-Nova. They can turn around a little bit, but no, they'll burn the Aegis to the Immortal. He'll come back to life again in a second, but no real friends around apart from Nana. Nana jumps in for the double Starfall. The damage isn't enough. No, 76, 65 life in the tree lines. The arrow even searching for Nando. He's still alive on 29. Sign the TP. It won't be in time. But Gabby armless toggles his way through. They already found the other kill onto the Drow Ranger. And now it's all up to the death of the Mirana. And they're going to get her. Gabby will survive.
For the Mirana to wait, but they might want him for the base defense.
Well, they're going to need him. There's no Mirana for 40 seconds with no buyback available. This is all up to WG to keep him out. Arfu's in a good position to get a good Blink Crush off if they realize this. With the SD illusions of Dro, also mops up most of the creep wave that was pushing in, but now this is what we're talking about with the Siege. The Lunar Glaze bounce on through, and the Ravage is huge! Hitting on 4 with elusive beams. Epicenter to follow up. Fire Carabas at least keep in position a little bit longer, but the Glaze are doing so much work, and Arjun can't do any real big level of damage. He did it on the DK, who just armor toggles it back out. They need to get some extra kills now. Execration are bailing as quickly as they possibly can. The Weave will hit on WG, and they just turn on the Eclipse. Arfu gets some space, but in comes Nyx Assassin, the double stump with the Spike Carapace. They want to go for more. The Burrow Strike is in, and here we go with one-on-one. Maybe Arjit can push the SK. He can with that gust out of the Sandstorm. But the Slardar, blind Blink Crush, looking for the TPs out.
I really like that initiation though from the Slardar. Like,
oh, Nana, he jumped in. Gabby in dragon form. He was moving up at the cover of Invis, but that BKB will protect the Blink Crush. TJ gets a good Anchor Smash off. Drow Rage will break free with her own BKB, but the damage output not really that terrific for the moment. Gabby wants to find something, the Burrow Strike, but Nana blinks away and just in time. And Slardar is in more trouble. Stunned up, the Elusive Beam holds him in position. They can move over towards the Drow Ranger. If that stun from the Nyx Assassin doesn't do so much work, not to mention the arrow onto the Dazzle. There's no Shallow Grave available from him. They're not actually killing him off, so he can grave up, and he does it over on Gabby. They didn't focus down the target. This will give Gabby a little bit more time to be into Nana, but it's Archit doing so much work on the Drow Ranger. Just sitting in the back lines. And Execration able to complete the kills they wanted. The Mirana a while out, but the gust is too big. Ty can't follow up until now. He breaks free with the Ravage hitting on 2. SK's back in with the arrow. It connects on DJ. The follow Sun Kangaroos in the perfect position to hop through. And he'll also find the target on Willie. SK Burrow strikes out with the Nyx Assassin. Spike Carapace, another spanner in the works, and WG.
Incredible amounts of damage that fight, and it kited them to oblivion.
And you see just how fast WG can push. They win one fight and they take the entire mid-racks.
However, they don't know where the Sand King is. Sand King's like pretty far in the back. I don't know if he's going to hide in the trees.
They see Nana. Quick sentry ward down. The Observe ward gets planted by WG, so they got some good vision on the side. They know that Execration's just sitting in the trees. So they jump forward, they wait for the bait forward. SK Gust well off target. The arrow flies forward. It's a 5-second stun over on DJ. This is the opening that maybe WG wanted. Defensive disruption must come out, but Arjit beating into Nando. Now the Ravage. It comes over. The damage is there, but it's only on the one hero. It's only on the slider, but maybe with the SK reaching the Dro Ranger. She doesn't have a Hurricane Pike up. She'll fall. There's no buyback for either of the heroes. Even Gabby blinks on the hillside. And WG, with scouting arrows, they should be able to do something about it. The buyback comes, they TP over towards the shrine, actually triggering up early. DJ in very, very close. The arrow flies in. It only hits on Roshan. Afu jumps in deep too. Remember, DJ doesn't have that Ravage this time around, so they leap forward, let that Starfall damage do its work, but you've already lost your Slada, and Nando wants to keep these bounces going if he can. They're hiding inside the pit. Will bounce in there. Kangaroo, the damage is too much. Arjit, Burrow Strike too. They can't even get the Dro Ranger to do the damage. It's all Execration with the epicenter, killing them off in the trees. The TPs continue to come in towards the shrine. They're isolated there as we get a quick pause. DJ, he's actually just trapped inside the tree line there. Another Burrow Strike into the Shadow Demon. Lose some beams. It's like X-Nova just can't move. The Spire Carapace doing some work, but Gabby, his BKB is up, and Nana is losing his life too quickly. The arrows are almost meaningless, and DJ is taunting in the middle of the fight. WG committed so much to this, and now they've got salt in the wound, courtesy of the Tidehunter.
Morana's in the grave for 80 seconds.
They buy back the SK. This is a trade-off. So SK has to defend on the bottom lane. Dro Ranger's gonna be pretty quick about this, but they're actually going for tier 4 towers. Execration, they want to end this right now if possible. The Dro Ranger's going for the tier 4 towers. We got ourselves an old-fashioned base race. Unfortunately for WG, they don't have the numbers, they don't have the power, they don't have the strength. They really don't even have this game unless they can defend at the moment. Ravage, 9 seconds until it's back off cooldown, and in comes the Eclipse. How much damage? A lot of it onto Afu. He's getting ripped apart by the Moonglaves. No buybacks available for WG, and they call it out. Execration will take the throne as WG, well, wheels definitely came off that car. That's right, game number 2.
That hero's a lot of fun, turning into trees and couriers and whatever.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the mischief. Glimpse back up on top lane, pulling DJ back in again, and he's going to go down maybe with the extra salve. Need to time this up right, and now he will. Waffling waveforms in under the tower. But technically it's a 2.5 on 2 because the spins. Okay, that's a little, all right. the Axe replicant spun so much that Axe was forced out of the lane and abandoned the Spirit Breaker.
What a disaster up here, though. Everyone just keeps on dying and feeding this lane.
Now they're going to go on bottom lane with the shafts forward. They just go in. Way too good from X-Nova.
They need more bodies at this fight. Like, WG are only 4 strong. Morphling hasn't been in any of these fights. He has not left the lane yet. But Execration are just constantly feeding kills and kills.
Charge forward in towards Nana, but then hold Axe. The curse will be in there too, so Timbersaw has to stick around for the moment, but Nana doesn't care. He just spun through and found himself a kill. Afu with a roll forward, and he's taking a quick kick. If he can get into the Spirit Breaker. No, he doesn't actually have the mana for it, but with a chain forward, it won't matter. Kangaroo.
And silence, you're just gonna die.
Well, they managed to at least trigger the Lincolns, but they keep using Battle Hunger to do this most of the time. Now DJ, there's your Blink Call, pulling down the Morphling. He's still got the Replica to jump out to, so he doesn't really care that much. Take the damage, you've got the Aegis to be immortal. The silence is out from the puck, but the Rax is slowly being brought down, maybe with a curse. Timbersaw taking some damage. They get the call up. 3 men inside that one with the Dream Core, but the Storm is up, and Execration is trapped inside Disruptor, but they reset. Song of the Siren from Gabby will allow this to happen. Trigger the Shrine, get a little bit of regeneration as Glimpsing will bring back the Spirit Breaker. Almost a full Omni Slash onto that SB. They're losing too many heroes, none of them with buyback. It's just a puck as well as a Naga.
They used all their ultimates for that last fight.
Yep. Got a lot to work with. Axe, jump forward, just trying to pull the Morphling. And remember, he's still got the Aegis, so even if you do find that opportunity, you're not really going to get much for it. So DJ E-Blade, there's your pop. A quick jump back out to the Replicant. The Ensnare is on the Juggernaut. They push it back in, but now with the Chakram, Spirit Breaker losing life too quickly, or maybe not. Morphling is killing off the Earth Spirit. That's how you actually find damage, Execration. You use WG to do it, but it really is only going to last for so much longer. Arjit, double kill for him. They're just falling like flies now. Morphling, maybe now with Nana spinning away.
The one that, if you're a support and you see him, you know you're just dead.
He's going at 722 gold per minute, and this may be increased a little bit because they've found at least the real puck. A quick Yule Scepter, phase shift, all the way they keep chasing, but WG, they're just so maneuverable. Even Storm being committed by X-Nova, they really want this puck. And then, well, blink down to the tree lines. Nando, run to the tree lines with a TPR, rolling ball to forward, and the stun is not there. It's coming off, but you've already brought down the tier 3 tower. Nando just wants to escape back out of the wall. He has to Yule Scepter, but he's up for too long. He won't jump down. DJ, Elise has the call over on the Morbling. Can they kill him? They need to kill him. The Wyvern Curse is out with a Splinter Blaster damage. Where is it? It doesn't exist. They just survived. Tank the Dream Call into the Omni Slash. Rip him through and the spin. DJ will keep the call up, but he'll get sliced in too by the Timber Saw. Kick into stopping the Spirit Breaker is GG. It was GG a while ago, but finally. Well, bottom lane, that spin. Arjik going in very, very deep, looking for the kill, but then again, no! Earth Spirit jumps in the nick of time and first blood. He's just having a look over with the extra stun. TP support's already on its way. They know the Silencer is in a lot of trouble. They need to give him some space. Not going to be there, but the double kick again. This Earth Spirit right in the midst of it. With the Spike Carapace, makes it a little bit more difficult for Nando to keep the chase going quickly. But they're going to lose their tier 1 tower if they don't do something about it now, Execration. Or maybe they just kill the Alchemist. That's an easier option. Rolling ball to forward. DJ going to get a little bit of a kickback with the Flame Break. They do have that control. And then Global Silence kicks in. No way to instantly get that stun. You know the Nyx Assassin wants to Spike Carapace from the Winter's Curse. It's out. This will be problematic. Nana, cold embraced up, is regenerating quickly. That armor needs to actually toggle through this. But no, the Alchemist will drop. Execration just scanned perfectly on top of Nana. You kind of knew where he was going to farm, but this was just more confirmation. So they silence him up. He can't get the Chemical Rage off. TP support's coming in. And maybe with the Shrine, they're able to survive it a little bit longer. Toggle it through. Where's the run? It's just too much burn damage coming in from the Firefly. Underlords in the neighborhood. Maybe they can get a little bit more back here. Is DJ, who's locked in. Omni Slash committed, but he actually jumps and away under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. They don't know where he is. He's got his Blink Dagger available. Do they want to try and turn? Silencer goes through a quick Arcane Curse. They need a little bit more support with the Firefly back up. Nando jumping in. The Starfall damage. Wyvern will drop. Execration. They need a little bit more. The Rolling Ball is up in a second, but they've got all the stuns in the world, and especially now that Gabby has arrived. WG. They run down Juggernaut. It instantly breaks on him. The jump up, and then the Blink Lasso. A little bit more trouble with the Global Silence. This will allow Execration to completely control the fight. Even the kick up. Underlord can't do anything. He's got the mech available. He'll have to trigger off early, but it's only to keep the Wyvern alive. You at least get the curse over on the Meepo, but is it really going to matter? You've already got yourself a double kill. Double buybacks, in fact. The arrow will connect on Nana. He needs to survive long enough for Arfu to get in there to help him, but he just cannot do it. It's a triple kill for the Batrider, and now Arfu doesn't want to be here. Yep, they do. They realize they're perfectly visible. And that Sentry Ward gets laid out. There's double lasso, but there's just Spike Carapace follow-up. Gabby needs to do a lot of work. Maybe he can under the cover of Global Silence. Juggernaut breaks free with a Mana Cell, so he's got the space. And WG, they're survived for now. Maybe with the Omni Slash, they couldn't get a revenge, but the Earthbinds are out. And it's Nana who's in issues, especially with a kick. It caught the Nyx Assassin on the back line. He'll get E-Blade popped. Observer and Sentry is down, so they can see it thanks to the Batrider gem that's there. The Refresh Orb's off cooldown in 6 seconds time for the Batrider. Another Sentry Ward down. Stun well off target from the Nyx Assassin, and then Blink Lasso and a big one. Nyx plus Underlord. It's the 2-pick controllers with the Silence. Have they got enough? Maybe they do another Lasso. This time it's a Juggernaut. The Wyvern falls back in again. Batrider, everybody have a big group hug because Execration have done it. They will 2-1 out WG.
This was definitely DJ's game. DJ crushed this game on that Batrider, and playing without a BKB is very difficult, I think, versus the Nyx Assassin.